Yeah, boy, back then though, I'm telling you, I had to be protected because I wanted to fight so bad.
I'm just name dropping. Keep it a buck.
And some people don't want to admit that, but even the small things that we do that are good, that's God. That's not you.
Exactly. That's the God in you.
Yeah,
Hello.
Come on now.
Hello.
Keep it a buck.
When you grow up like that, you can grow up in a fear. I don't have no room to mess up. If I mess up one time, like, I'm done. The name Keep It a Buck, God allowed me to be honest. And I believe that's how our relationship started. What's up, y'all? We back. No, we can't say we back. We starting. No, we can't. This is Keep It a Buck. Listen, we gonna keep it a buck. We just gotta keep it a buck, y'all. This is a podcast full of life, full of God, full of great energy, positivity, and I just want to uplift people with this. I don't know, I just had an idea. I was at work. Well, no, I actually wasn't at work. It was a couple years ago. I had Keep It a Buck just come in my head, and I was like, that's a really good title. And then I was like, that could be a podcast. This was before even podcasts even start popping like they popping right now. This was before they was even popping like they popping right now. But I didn't get on it. And so now, everybody on the wave, now look like I'm jumping up. Listen, keep it a buck. I was just trying to tell y'all, look. And then I was sitting at work. I was sitting at my job, and I was like, it popped back in my head, and I was like, oh, snap. Keep it a buck. I need to do a podcast. I should have been started it. So now we starting, y'all. I was lacking, but now I'm locked in before I tweak out. And now we in here. I got one of my favorite people with me.
You know, Chase Paskins.
Paskins.
My actor, my dancer.
Yeah. Keep it a buck, too.
Okay. Maybe I want to do some other stuff. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Maybe God has that in my future. I don't know.
For sure you
do. Don't put me in a box.
Don't put it, listen, don't.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck, yo. Don't put them in a box. But basically, I was just telling him. I came over here this morning, y'all. Are we going to keep it a buck with him?
Yeah, keep it a buck.
Yeah. I got let go from my job today. I got let go today, y'all. Honestly, y'all, when I woke up this morning, I looked at the time, and in my spirit, I was just like, I don't want to go.
It ain't it.
Like, I don't want to get up, bro. And it's not even that I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up and go there. Like, I don't want to get up and go there.
You're dreading it.
I'm dreading going to this building, y'all. I'm dreading going to this building. And for those that don't know, well, none of y'all know, I worked at a car dealership. I worked at Trophy Nissan. I was selling cars. And so everybody knows, like, well, everybody don't know because I surely didn't know. Selling cars, when I first got into it, they said, you just need to be a people person. Well, hi, how you doing? I'm a people person. It's like ingrained in my DNA to be a people person. I know how to talk to people that I've never met. I know how to, connect with a stranger like I've known them all my life. So that part is easy. That part,
very easy.
That part, the meet and greet, they call it a meet and greet. That's when you go up to them, you introduce yourself, you get their name, you walk them back to your desk, you make casual conversation, and then you get into the car that they are looking for, that they desire to have.
She was selling brand new cars
I'm selling
in 2023.
2024. Keep it a buck. We was selling 2023 and 2024. Oh. We ain't even get in 2024 yet. But I'm not going to bash the place. I met some amazing people. Keep it a buck. I met some amazing people there. They taught me a lot. So I believe I was there to learn other things. I wasn't there to sell cars.
There for a reason.
I think I was there to, one, meet certain people that'll drop little nuggets in my head that I might need along the way, that I might need a couple months from now, or right now, or a couple weeks from now. I made connections. Now I know people in the car business, so if I ever do need a car or I need some type of transportation, I got the plug. I already got the plug. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to look at it in a different way. I wasn't there to make a career out of it. And that's a job that you're supposed to make a career out of. Like, they literally tell you before you start, this is a career job. It's not a regular, you gonna go in and get paid.
This ain't no
hourly.
9 to 5.
This ain't no 9 to 5.
This is the 9 to 9.
This is not it, y'all.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
I got up, y'all, at 6 o'clock in the morning, would get there at 8 o'clock, and would not leave until 9 o'clock. Daily. Sometimes we would come in later, 12 to close. That's 12 to 9.
I was telling her it was crazy.
Some days we would get a little cheat code. We would be there at 8 o'clock in the morning to 6. That's when, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? We got up at 6, yo. Like, oh my God, I still got a day. And you really, like, yo. But my thing was, I'm working 12, 15-hour shifts. And it's not an hourly paid job. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a job to where you gotta hunt for yours.
Commission.
It's commission based. And so I sold a couple cars. I didn't keep it a buck. I did sell a lot, y'all. But I sold a couple, and I got the commission back on a car that I sold. My very first car that I sold, I got the commission back. Guess how much it was?
I know how much it was.
How much was it?
It was $63.
67. You was close though, but it was 67. It was $67. It was $67, y'all. It was a brand new 2023 Nissan Rogue. It just wasn't. Not me, because a career is something I feel like you should have a passion for. A career is something I feel like you should get up every day excited, going to. You should benefit from it, whether you're getting paid or not. You should get something out of it. And I feel like the time that I was spending there, I didn't feel like I was getting nothing out of it. I felt like I was just going there. Just
living day by day.
Just day by day, I was in autopilot. I was just going there, and I was just kind of just there. Like, I was just there. And I remember one of my coworkers, they asked me a couple days ago, last week, they said, so how's it going, y'all? I kept it a buck, y'all. I kept it a bang. I kept it a bang, y'all. I kept it a bang. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, y'all got it. I said, y'all got this job. Y'all got the whole thing. I wish y'all the best. Like, y'all got it. He was like, what you mean, Cindy? I was like, this is not it. This is not it. The time that y'all getting from me and what I'm getting in return,
Keep it a buck.
We're going to keep saying that. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Was I doing everything I could to make a sale? Probably not. Y'all, the point of the matter is, I didn't come on here to really talk about the job. The point of the matter is, I felt like I was giving all my energy and my time to something that was not benefiting me. Like, I'm one of them. If it's not my passion, if it's not what I love, if it's not what I'm good at, or not what I'm good at because I'm good at being a people person, but if it's not a gift that God gave me, I need you to reimburse me for my time. You know what I mean? Because I'm not getting anything out of it. Like this right now, I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm getting something out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm releasing. I'm able to share.
Come on.
I'm able to share experiences. I'm able to share knowledge. I'm able to share about the goodness of God.
Keep it a buck.
About my relationship with God. About everything. So I'm getting something out of it. I'm getting a release. They would say, Sydney, what you doing? I'd be like, yo, I'm just here. And when I get like that, y'all, it's very, very hard. And I felt like I stayed so long because they put it in your head, if you leave here, if you quit, you have a weak mental. And I feel like I got a very strong mentality. You know, don't ever try to play my mental.
Right,
like I got
me.
You know, don't ever try to tell me I got a weak mentality because I'm quitting something that I know is not benefiting me. You know, so I stayed for people, and don't ever stay for people, you know, because it's just going to prolong what you're really supposed to be doing. It's just going to hold you back from something that you really know you're supposed to be doing. So right now, this is the first day out. I said I'm free. When I got the message saying that, they know, keep it, but hey, they said they chopped that thing up. They brushed it up, man. They said we going with a new scheme. They said they going in a different direction, yo. They said we've decided to go ahead and terminate your employment. That's it. Thank you.
Amen.
I type back thank you with the praying hands like this. I really typed that. You want to see? I really typed that.
You overstayed.
Yeah, I overstayed. I never like to overstay my welcome. My mom used to tell me as a kid, she used to be like, Cindy, don't ever overstay your welcome. Like, even if you're going over your friend's house, if you're going somewhere, she used to say, don't overstay your welcome. Allow people to miss you. So that's where I'm kind of a little icky at. But I did call in today. And when my intention of calling in, I was like, I'm not going in today. So I texted, I said, y'all, I keep it a buck. God is still working on me. Okay, he's still working on me, and I'm trying to get better. But I did say I didn't feel well. I said I was nauseous. I said I said I might have a temp. I might have had a fever, and none of that was true. None of it was true. I could have just woke up and said, yeah, I don't feel good. But I said that, and probably shouldn't have lied like that. And that was their response. They probably felt the energy of lying. Yeah. And they probably knew. Yeah. They probably picked it up.
She ain't coming back.
Yeah, they probably picked up what I was putting down, and that was their response. So, I mean, if you want me to, in a positive direction, we was on the same page. We was kind of on the same page.
I was, man.
Because when I'm telling you, I hadn't got that. I would always push past that feeling and just get up and go. Today, I could not push past it. I was like, I can't go. And yesterday, that brings me to this point. Yesterday, we went to church yesterday. We go to the Potter's House. Uh-huh. Potter's House, Dallas. If you've never been, if you've never watched, you need to tune in because
you are very welcome.
Let me tell you, you are welcome. Everything you need is in the Potter's House and more. Do you understand? They feed your spirit in ways that are it's unexplainable. The way they feed you, the way they make you think, the way they get you to feel. You walk out of there feeling like you're ready to fight again. Mm-hmm. You come in there, you could be weak, but you leave out feeling strong. And so the message yesterday, we had a communion. Yeah. We were talking about, the covenant, the new covenant with God, and how in the older days, BC days before Christ, when they would take communion, they would have bread and wine, but they would have what was a cedar meal? Is that what it was called? The cedar meal. And that was in regards, or what is the word? In remembrance to their ancestors.
Yeah, when they came out of Egypt.
Yeah, when they came out of Egypt, and what they did and for them. When Jesus came, he was saying, "This is no longer for that. I'm taking on your sin. I'm taking on your crazy thoughts. I'm taking on your mistakes, your mess ups." And it was a bitter cup. It was a bitter cup when he says in the Bible, what is the scripture when he says, God, if it's your will, let this cup pass from me. Is that right? Am I quoting it right?
Wait, say it again?
If it's your will, let this cup pass from me. Am I speaking that right?
I don't know that.
Come on, Chase. You know that scripture. He kept saying it yesterday. What did he say? When Jesus said, let this cup pass from me, because he didn't want to die on the cross. Remember, he was scared? Not scared, but he didn't want to do, that was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. We supposed to be knowledgeable. Yeah. Jeez, come on.
Boy, I was like, what?
When Jesus said...
I thought you were saying cut.
No, cup. Let this cup pass from me.
Come on.
He was saying he wanted the cup passed from him because that was a... Come on. That was a bitter cup to drink. Drink to drink. And so the new covenant was I'm going to take it on. I'm going to die for you so that you don't die. You know, I'll take on what you did. You know, it's like, y'all know the movie Spartacus? I've never watched it, but I just always hear references when somebody really did it, and that is not the right thing.
I was like, Spartacus?
Spartacus is when they all said, no, I did it. No, I did it. No, I did it. But no, that's not what I meant. Dang, that wasn't even a really good analogy. Well, listen, basically what I'm trying to say is,
He saved us and gave us grace.
God gave us grace. Jesus came to give us another chance. He came because God loved us so much.
We're not worthy after we have sinned. And some people don't want to admit that. But even the small things that we do that are good, that's God. That's not you.
Exactly. That's the God in you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Come on now.
Hello.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a band.
They don't really dive into that when you were younger and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, kill your flesh. You just hear it. And then you're like, well, kill my flesh. How?
Exactly.
And they just let you figure it out.
I used to think killing your flesh was I used to think, like, we had to kill, like... When I was, like, little, I used to be like, why do they keep saying kill my flesh? Like, how am I supposed to... What, you want me to die? So
That's what I was saying.
My thing is, when I understood it, it was like, oh, it's saying no to what my body wants.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to lead by, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, because it'll give you a feeling. It's called discernment. It'll give you a discernment feeling of, I don't know if I should go to that. I don't know if I should come out tonight. If you ever feel that, no, don't go. If you
don't do it.
Just don't do it. If you ever feel it's not good. It's already not good, and you know it's not good. And sometimes we trick ourselves by saying, well, I got some self-control, or, well, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Right, and that's a bad thought within itself. We ought not know what we do. No, I said that wrong. We don't know what we doing. I tried to use little old words and stuff. Yeah. We don't know what we doing. I'm telling you that. Like, and I wrote this down before. Before I started doing something. I'm not gonna say specifically what it is, but I did stuff.
Man, and we done all messed up.
I was
We was blowing.
I was blowing. I was watching the watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the watch. I'm watching the watch. You know, I had to step away from it, and I stepped away, and I was like, I'm good without it. I was like, and I can always come back and be good without it. So I said that's good enough for my knowledge, and if I know that I can do that, then really it doesn't have a whole. That's not good thinking within itself.
It's like when people say, people like, if you used to smoke, they used to say, or if you still smoke, they used to be like, I don't need it. I can stop whenever I want to.
Yeah.
We used to love saying that. I can stop whenever I want. And it's like you say that to give yourself an excuse or give yourself I'm going to do it today. If you can stop whenever you want to, why don't you just go ahead and stop?
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to call this Keep It a Buck, I believe God placed that name in my mind, but I also feel like he gave that to me because, number one, we grew up in church. Okay, we both grew up Church and God of Christ, Kojic.
Yeah.
My grandpa,
C-O-G-I-C.
C-O-G-I-C, Kojic in a building. No, but my grandfather, he's a Bishop Neville's, and we grew up heavily in church. Like we weren't allowed to wear pants, no makeup, no none of that. You can't listen to secular music. When you grow up like that, you can grow up in a fear. You know, you can grow up scared, like, oh man, I don't have no room to mess up. If I mess up one time, like, I'm done. It's over. Like, so I had this misrepresentation of who God really was, and I found out for myself. I had to experience him for myself, because not saying that I was taught wrong. I don't want to say that. I'm so happy the way the way that I was raised because it gave me a nice foundation.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up knowing about God. Like, it's hard to get into him if you had no type of foundation, no type of nothing. But when you have that foundation, that really strong one too, it'll only allow you to go so far. Like, I couldn't go too far out in the world to where I get to disrespecting God now. No matter if I was living how I should have been living, no matter if I was doing what I shouldn't have been doing, I can't disrespect crazy. God. Yeah, like, it's like, whoa. Whoa. You wild. Yeah, you wilding out now. Like, you wilding out. Like, I know it's tough. I know it's rough, but yo, the name Keep It a Buck, God allowed me to be honest. And I believe that's how our relationship started. I felt like, even though they used to tell me, you know, God knows what you think before you even think it. God knows what you're going to do before you even do it.
Yeah.
God knows what you're going to say. He knows everything because he's the beginning, he's the end, he's the alpha, he's the omega. But for some reason, I felt like I don't want to say lie to him, but I could try to put on the front for him. You know what I mean? Like, Sydney, I know what you're saying in your mind.
Yeah.
Like, I know how you really feel. You can go ahead and express it. And when I did that, that's when a real relationship started. When I said, God, keeping it a buck with y'all.
Keep it a buck.
We keeping it a buck. I would be sitting there like, God, I really want to roll this blunt. Like, I want to smoke. They just made me mad. I want to go to the weed man and buy a gram. And the thing about it is, I feel like sometimes, especially growing up in church, you don't feel like you can be honest when all they do is preach honesty.
Yeah.
You feel like you gotta lie, and you feel like you have to put on this front because you have to be good for them, not for God. You gotta follow their rules.
Yeah.
You have to go by what they say. Forget God.
Because God wants you to come as you are.
God wants you to come as you are. He just doesn't want you to stay as you are.
Ooh.
God will let you come as you are. And when you get into him, when you rest in him, when you depend on him, when you build that relationship with him, you'll just start to change.
Yeah.
Like, when I really got into him, when our relationship really started building, I was like this. I don't want to roll no blunt.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to smoke, because what smoking did for me, he filled it. Because it's like, God, why did they just do that? Like, now I got somebody to go to, like,
yeah.
They really just made me mad. And he'll talk to me. Like, Sydney, well, what made you mad? Why did they have to get smart? Well, how did you come off? And then it'll be like, okay. And he'll make me analyze the situation to where it's like, I'm not just sweeping it under the rug, getting high. Like, me getting high was sweeping it under the rug. I just don't want to think about it no more. I want to numb the feeling. I want to act like it didn't happen.
Right, chill out.
Yeah, chill. But no, God he started making me analyze the situation, process my feelings, realize, okay, well, they did do that. I could have did something different in my situation, but either way, I forgive him. Either way, just give me peace with it. I forgive him. The reason why he gave me Keep It a Buck was not only because he wants me to keep it a buck with him, but with everybody else, because that's what's going to make people relate.
Yeah.
And be able to understand, like, oh, I don't have to be perfect, because I can never be perfect. We can never be perfect.
Jesus was the only perfect
man. And the thing about it is, we were made to not be perfect, so that we had him to depend on. Mm-hmm. If we were perfect,
we're made perfect in him.
We're made perfect in him. If we were perfect, we would not need him for anything. We would not need him for nothing. What would be the point? It's just a game, and you got to learn how to play it. And who best to go to than the person who made the game?
Yeah, come on now.
We try to go to...
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. We try to go to our partner who in the game with us to help me through this game, when you don't know the game either.
We both just going about the game our own way.
We got different strategies. Now, you can help me with a different strategy that might be working for you. But all in all, How about I go to the person who made the game? God, how do I get through this barrel right here? And he'll tell you, oh, go ahead, make that right, and then hop. And I used to say, we're all in this big giant movie, but everybody has their own story in a movie. You know how in a show or in a movie, like you have a set of characters, but they'll have, it's like different stories in the whole movie. They'll have this character and they'll show her life, and then switch over to that character and then show their life.
Yeah, if y'all ever seen Bullet Train, that was a good movie.
Bullet Train? Yeah. I need to watch that.
That was good. They show a different perspective. They all led up.
And then met at one, and then they all meet up at one point. The all one point that we're all gonna meet up is what we like to call death. That's the end point. That's
sleep.
That's the end point of rest. That's the end point of the game. You know, and it's who's going, who won the game, not who is the most successful, not who made the most money, not who performed in front of the most people, not who, whatever you do, your career is not the game. That is not winning the game. Because once you're in your career, I can make millions of dollars every day, but I'm still playing this game until I die. The game is who made him the focus throughout the game. And I feel like we grew up, and I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like I grew up feeling like this game was so hard. Like, oh my gosh, this is so hard, I can't do nothing. Like, how do you want me to when it's really not. Just how I talk to you, just how I call you. Me and Chase, we call each other for everything. Most of the time we call. If we mad, I'm calling. If something exciting happening, I'm calling. Whatever, we gonna call each other. But just how I give him that time, just how I come over to the house and we gonna hang out, just how we go eat, just how whatever. God wants that. God wants that. He just wants you to call him. Pick up the phone and call me.
He doesn't want it to be. I seen this podcast also.
Yeah.
She was talking about in the podcast that we make spending time with God a chore.
A chore.
And that our free time is something that we're holding so precious. Yeah. Why is our free time so precious that we don't want to do anything but what we want to do, and then we make a separate time for God? She said it perfectly. She said, in the morning, she'll be like, oh, if I pray now, I don't have to pray later, or if I read the Bible right now. No, it shouldn't be a chore. It should be something that you want to do.
Exactly. Or something that you get to do. Like, I get to go talk to the creator of. When I start changing my perspective of it, because how I was raised, if you want me to be completely honest, it made me feel like it was a chore. Like, I gotta get down on my knees and thank him. Or I gotta pray. Or I gotta read the Bible. And when you make it like that, we automatically turn away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do something that I feel like you're forcing me to do. I'm going to automatically turn away. But when I look at something as a privilege, I start looking at him as a privilege. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
You created this whole universe. I'm not even talking about Earth. You made the universe. You made every species. You made every human being, every creation. You created it. I get to talk to you and not have to pay nothing. I don't have to go through no big hassle. See, we have celebrities in the world. You got to go through a big hassle to try to even say hi. Try to grab a picture.
For real. You
got to do all this stuff to try to get their attention. You have to do nothing but open your mouth and say God. And he's there. He's so, when I found out how accessible he was to me, because I felt like he wasn't accessible to me when I didn't know the Bible from cover to cover. I felt like, I can't talk to him. When it's like, no, come. He wants you to come talk to me. When you talk to me and you find out who I am, that's going to make you want to learn more about me, which will make you go read the Bible. And then you're going to want to express your loyalty to me. So then you're going to want to go on a fast and show that I don't need this food. All I need is you. I had to express how much he meant to me when I went on a fast. I said, I want to, we was getting so close. I said, I need you to know how into it I am with you. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do I need to do? I said, okay, I'm going to give up the things that I love the most. I said, man, social media, get out of here. Turned off social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of it, out of there. I said, I won't do it for 3
fast isn't just food and
it's
stuff.
not
things,
just food.
Places.
It's not just food. I said, social media, get out of here. Because y'all take a lot of my attention and energy. I said, food. I love chicken. You know how I feel about chicken. I can't eat a meal most times without chicken.
Yeah, eat chicken every day.
Okay? I said, I'm gonna give up food. I won't eat food. No food. I'm not gonna eat no food.
No food?
No food. And I'm about to explain it. Hold on. And then I said, music. Y'all, I'm a dancer. I like to listen to stuff that can make me,
yeah, move.
You feel me? Move a little bit. And not saying that gospel music is,
They got some of that in gospel too, so.
They got some.
Now,
listen, we
got something.
We crossing over.
Uh-huh.
We getting lit.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into that too, because another thing I do too is I make music, and I like to make gospel music, but in a way that you can play it in your car. You can turn up. You can get lit, because how I grew up, I feel like, dang, I got to turn on Chris Brown just because I want to get lit real quick.
Right.
I got to.
Right, I want to dance.
Yeah, I want to dance. So now I'm turning on the baby.
Come on, keep it a bug.
Keep it a bug. I want to praise him through everything I do. So I gave up social media, gave up food, gave up music. I said those are the 3 things that I do daily that I don't even think about. That's just automatic. I said I'm going to give them up. I did it for a whole... I was supposed to do it for 3 weeks. Food, I did it for a whole week. Yeah, I did it for a whole week. The 7th day, the day that I got to where it made it a week, my mom was like, Sydney, you haven't ate? I was like, no, I'm fasting. I was like, I haven't been doing anything but drinking water. I was drinking water, cranberry juice, and apple juice, and coconut water. And I was like, no, ma'am, I haven't ate. And she was like, fast for sure. But you just went on a 7-day, you just went on 7 days without eating.
Yeah, it's a water cleanse.
You just went on 7 days without eating. She said, and you've not just been staying in the house. Like, I was getting them going to work every day. I was getting them going out, doing it. And when you're on a fast, you're supposed to consecrate. Like, you're supposed to stay to yourself, really not have no interactions with anybody. It's intimate time with you and God. And so if you do that and you go out, sometimes your spirit is so vulnerable. It'll allow anything in, especially not eating. Yeah. Like, you're weak. So it'll allow sometimes things that you don't want in. So you have to be careful of your surroundings. You have to be careful of what you listen to, what you watch, all of that, because you're so vulnerable in that state. And I didn't know that. I was just like, man, I'm giving it up. I'm getting up and I'm going to work. I didn't know that until she told me. So I started eating light foods. That's why they say eat vegetables or fruit, Daniel fast. So that's when I started a Daniel fast. But, so I ate after a week. But for 3 weeks, I didn't do social media. I didn't do music. I didn't, and I was doing just vegetables and fruit. And I felt so refreshed. I'm not going to lie. The first 2 days without food, I was like this. I was fighting, yo. I was in there I was like, God, I love you. Like, I love you.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I love you. Like, this is for you. Like, because, yo, that was hard. Yo. No food. Like, I could get the vegetables and fruits. I could go get an apple real quick. But I did completely no food. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, my stomach was beating me up. It was
I was like, there ain't no food. Like,
I did 7 days. That's what. Remember, we went to y'all. I was just out. That's what I didn't know.
Top golf.
That's what we went to go do. We went to go play Top Golf. But remember, I was ordering cranberry juice, and y'all was eating wings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't eating.
I was like, dang, you don't want no wings.
You know I'm gonna got some buffalo wings.
I'm like, they ain't want no wings. We got some wings right here.
That's what. So all of the siblings, we went out to Topgolf, and I just got some cranberry juice. Everybody else was getting meals, and that's another thing. You just around people just eating. I mean, he was tearing the wings up, y'all. I was like this.
Yo.
I was like this. Those look good. Like you be I was just putting myself in temptation, not knowing. I was just trying to show him, like, my Lord, like, I'm in this for real. You know what I mean? Like, I was just trying to tell him, like, I don't need that. Like, I just need you. I don't need that. So I was, I was really trying to show him, and he knew my heart. He knew my intention. I just didn't know that. Okay, I'm supposed to stay in the house. You know, just not even because I shouldn't be. It's so I don't get tempted.
Yeah.
It's so I don't get tempted to eat and mess up. It's so I don't get tempted to go listen to some music. I don't know what they was playing at Topgolf. That could have got in my spirit. And I could, you know, but he protected me because he knew I didn't know. My mom, and you know, she ended up explaining it to me, and I bust out crying because we had went out to dinner. We were both off work. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. We were both off work. Me and my mom, we were off work, and I said, "Mommy, let's go spend the day together." We went to this illusion museum. We went we went out to eat, and when we got out to eat, she was like, "Cindy, why you only ordering cranberry juice?" I was like, "Oh, I'm fasting." She was like, "Huh?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. I haven't ate since last Thursday." It was Thursday. No, It was Friday. I was like, "I haven't ate since last Thursday," and she said, "Oh my God." She said, "Sydney, we was just at an illusion museum." I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Oh!
She said, "Sydney, when you're fasting, when you're consecration, you're supposed to, you know, stay in. If I would have knew that, we would have never, you know."
Went to the illusion museum, boy.
You don't never know. I'm in the illusion museum, and I'm so open.
She in there like,
you know what I mean? When you're fasting, you're open. That's the whole point. You open up. You get completely vulnerable, and you spend that time and give that openness to God. You're so open because you're just like, oh, I don't need none of that. I just need you right now.
right.
And so I went.
And that's all he wants.
Yeah,
is
that's
your
all
time,
he wants
quality
is your time. And so I was going out just open, and that's so dangerous. My mom was explaining to me how dangerous that is. She was like, "Sydney, unintentionally, something could have seeped in your spirit,
Yeah.
and it could have went real left. But he protected you because he knew your heart, he knew your intention." And I just busted out because she was like, "You got to eat something." She was like, "You have to eat. It's been 7 days." She said, "You could still do it fast, but that's why we do Daniel fast. That's why we do, you know, fruits and we do vegetables, because it's something light. You're not just weak." And so she had me order some, what was it? I ordered some New England, what is that? Clam chowder. I ordered some clam chowder. It was so good. We was at the Cheesecake Factory. I got some clam chowder, and I busted out crying really bad at the table because I felt like I was breaking my promise to him. I was like, I told him I wouldn't eat for 3 weeks. Like, I was like, she was like, "This Sydney, he know?" Like, she was like, "And you did it for a week. Like, if you wouldn't have had this conversation with me, he knows he would have did it. He know you would have went through with it. But the reason he allowed me to find out was because he know you wasn't supposed to do that. Especially
Something
not going
gonna happen.
Especially not with me going out the way I was going out. Like if I was gonna do something like that, I should have been at the crib, like just chilling. Like, yeah, I'm taking off for 3 weeks. Yeah, I can't come out for 3 weeks. My phone is off for 3 weeks. Like how Jesus used to do when he would just go out. And they would say he's gone. That was him leaving. Like, you got to go into kind of, I don't want to say hiding, but you got to go into kind of like a hibernation a little bit.
Yeah.
And get with him, because the world, being that vulnerable, being that open, it's so much that can seep into you unintentionally.
Yeah.
Like that you didn't even mean for it to. So yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Sitting on the couch, keep it a buck. Really trying to get it out. Hope I get luck. I'm gonna have to get it on really, really blessed. Trying to get it on stressed. I'm gonna try to get it, but wait. Sometimes I don't have to really rap. Sometimes I don't really have to snap. I'm gonna get it right back. They try to get him, hit him in his hat. Stop. But so basically, I was saying, it's like I could never thank you enough. I could never thank you enough because stuff that I haven't even got over yet. You didn't got over.
Right.
Me cussing that person out. Me fighting that person, beating them up. I'm still over here bad on the lint. 3 months after.
You beat somebody else?
No.
I was like, she slipped that in there, and then you did.
No, I didn't beat nobody up. I didn't beat nobody up. I don't think I did. Keep it a man.
Keep it a bug.
Keep it a buck. Nah, I've never been in a fight. Have you been in a fight before?
My brother.
Like I'm saying, like with somebody. Nah, I didn't fight my sister. Now.
Nah, I didn't got hit, but I didn't fight.
Really?
Yeah, some guy like punched me in my face, and I was just like.
They punched you, and you? What'd you do?
I just looked back, and I was like, I'm not gonna fight.
What, they was big or something?
I hate that.
But yeah. Was they big though?
No, I wasn't who I am today.
Oh, I feel you. So you just was like.
I was just like after that punch.
You was in shock?
After that punch, I was looking at everybody else's reaction. I was like, what do they think of me? Like, I was like, what am I supposed to do?
So you just.
Yeah, I let it happen. I was just like, I was like, okay, don't do it again. Okay.
They said don't do that again, and you said okay.
Yeah, that was it.
It'd be, hey.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. I don't know if it's
today.
I don't know if it's.
Oh yeah.
For me though, I don't know if it's been. Like
it's
that.
up. It's up.
Wait, we supposed to be spreading positivity. Let God fight the battle. Wait.
Gotta fight the battle, but you can't be a wimp now.
Don't be no punk now. Keep it a punk.
Nah.
Don't get disrespected.
Yeah.
Now what I will say is, I don't know if I
don't purposely go find for something.
Yeah, don't go fishing for it. I've never been in a situation where somebody wanted to fight me, and I knew though. Like there ain't nobody ever, man, Sydney, come outside, or ain't no girl,
nah,
ain't
never.
nobody ever you won't get up and fight though. Like ain't no girl ever, you won't get up and fight though. Like I've never been in that position before.
Never.
Like ever. I think it's because I'm so goofy. Like I just play a lot, so people just always they just knew me as the goofy clown one. Man. So it was never no static, but I used to be like, bro, I've never been in no type of situation to where I almost was no. Okay. Remember we followed the girl home? Okay, listen.
Yo, wow.
Okay, listen.
I ain't following no girl home.
No, I mean he didn't follow her. I was in what was it? I was in middle school. And it was a girl. Wow, I did actually.
She did. That was crazy. I remember that.
It wasn't me though. That's the thing. It was 3 of us, right? It was me, my friend Barbara, my friend Aaron, and then it was this girl Jayla, right? I'm just name dropping. Keep it a buck. You feel me?
Hey!
Keep it a buck. So listen.
It's name dropping, yo.
So listen, it was 3 of us. Me, Barbara, and Aaron. We were super close. We was the crew. We was the crew, right? And so this girl Jayla, but Jayla, she was actually one of our friends at first. I think. Let me not be on here live, but I was cool with Jayla. I won't front. Me and Jayla, we was cool. But then something had happened with her and Barbara, right? They had got into it. I forget what happened. But Jayla started talking crazy at lunchtime. She was getting wild in the cafeteria, in front of the boys and stuff. You get that one girl who be talking crazy in front of the people at school. You get in the cafeteria, you got the lit lunch table. We use the lit lunch table. I don't know if y'all ever been at the lit lunch table or sat at the lit. Did you have a lit lunch table?
No.
Dang. Listen, I was funny, so I made it to the table. But listen, so we was at the table. She started talking crazy.
I was a table hustler.
For real?
I was at every table.
Oh no, that's what's up.
Like
that mean you kind of
2 minutes every table.
Yeah, that mean you made it in. That mean you back and forth. Nah, but she started talking crazy somehow. I forget what she was saying, but they started going back and forth. And Barbara was like, okay. Like, okay, wait till after school.
No, Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara was like, let's wait till after school. And so we was like, oh, snap. Like, in middle school, when you heard it was about to be a fight after school, like, everybody hyped. We all just waiting for 3:15. Like, we all in there like, yo you go to every...
You don't even care about fights. You don't care about nothing. You just run to go see it. You be like, somebody fighting?
But you don't care. Right. Every period after lunch, you just tell everybody, you heard da-da-da-da-da, they gonna fight.
Right.
They fighting. So, 3:15 came. Boom. We all go outside. Joan wasn't trying to fight. Jayla wasn't trying to fight Barbara. So we like, whoa, what's up? So, everybody end up dipping off or whatever. Me, Barbara, and Aaron, we knew her route going home because we all used to walk home together. So we walking, right? We following this girl, God forgive me. We following this girl all the way home. But listen, she was talking trash.
On the way home?
But no, when we was in school, but when she got by herself, though. All love to everybody. All love.
Hey.
Listen, look, all love. It ain't no static no more because I wasn't really in it. It was just my homie though. Like we was like,
nah.
You remember? Listen, look.
Nah.
Listen, look. Y'all know if y'all
you a bystander, you still in there. You watching.
But I'm saying, you know, if your homie getting something, you automatically in that. In middle school, bro. If my homie getting something, bro, and we locked in, bro, you know I gotta ride out with you. I'm one of them, bro. So we walking, right?
Once we left that school, I didn't know you.
For real? Well, we walked home.
What? Oh, no.
We walked home with each other.
Yeah, we took the bus, yeah.
You feel me? You took the bus. We all lived, like, in the same distance of the school, so we had to walk. We couldn't even ride the bus. So we was walking home together, and we all used to go to the rec after school. If you don't know what the recreation center is, it's really just like this little big building that got like a gym in it. It had game rooms and all that stuff. So we would go there, but we would go there after school every day. So we was walking past the rec because she was going home. But we was actually going to the rec though. We was going to the rec. But we saw her walking, like we saw her still walking when we got to the rec. And we was like, I think, I forget who said it. I really hope it wasn't me. That said, let's follow her, bro. Dang, I think it might have been. I'm not sure.
Caught up in the hype.
Yeah, I was caught up in the hype. I wanted to see some action. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see the action because Joan was talking crazy, bro.
She's talking about you?
But I think
dang, boy. Hey, I'm asking these questions. She going silent. She like this. Boy, ain't nobody asking that. She like this. Boy, God, I told you.
Listen. I think it started off with her and Barbara, but because me and Aaron was like, it kind of spread to all three of us.
Yo,
like you know how you hang out with somebody and you start talking about the one, and then it'd be like, yeah, her and her whole group, because now it's picking sides. Now, like, because you know I'm on this side, you got to put me in that.
Wasn't nobody on her side.
Yeah, she had nobody on it in school though. Not after school, she didn't. But in school though, yeah, she had her little. Come on, she was talking crazy. Yeah. So we get to the rec, we see her walking still on the bridge. It was like this bridge behind the rec. So we see her walking. We like,
pushed her off the bridge,
bro. No, not this time. So we see her walking on the bridge, right? And we was like, man, let's follow her. Right? So we start following her, right? I think Barbara started talking, like, while we followed her, like, so what's up? Like, she started hitting her with the, so what's up? What's up? No, and she's by herself. So I'm like, oh, snap. So we walking, She goes all the way in her house, bro. She's not trying to fight. I'm talking about she starts speed in her walk. Like, we saw her legs start moving a little bit faster. Because now it looked like,
y'all was chasing after her?
No, we wasn't chasing. But now it started to look like we was about to jump her. I'm like, bruh, I wasn't going to jump you. Me and Aaron was just there to watch. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
But you said you was going to ride for him, so she was losing when she was jumping?
I'm riding as in I'm there. Like, I'm there for more support. Like, I wasn't finna fight, but I was just there. You know what I'm saying? So, we was walking. I was like, man, she ain't trying to fight. We got to school the next day, bro. We all in class. Me, Barbara, Aaron, all of us, we in class. We get called down to the counselor's office. They came on the intercom. Sydney, Barbara, Aaron, da-da-da-da, counselor's office. I said, oh my God. I said, what they want me in the counselor office for? So we go to the counselor's office. It's this table. We all surrounded in chairs. She like, take a seat. We like, all right. So we sit down. We see Jayla in the room. We like, she snitched, bro. Hey, you gonna snitch, bro? You yesterday though, you were just talking all that. Yeah. So we get there, and the counselor's like, all right. So I just want you to know, this is all confidential. Like, we're not calling parents. We're not, telling.
They ended up calling parents.
Hold on, bro. So she like, this is all confidential. We're not calling parents. I'm not telling the principal. I just want to hash this out between you all because I don't want it to escalate. So we like, all right. So we was like, so you're not gonna call our parents or tell nobody. She was like, no, it's just between us. And I said, all right, bet. So this is what happened. I started telling it. Because mind you, I'm not an outsider looking in, but kind of like an outsider looking in. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's really between these two. Me and Aaron just there. But everybody else quiet, so I get to talking. I'm like, yeah. So June was talking trash at the lunch table yesterday. And so then we went to the rec. We had the rec, and mind you, the counselor, I mean, she just acting like she on our side, bro. She just in there like, are you serious? Like, what? Like, I'm talking about on our side. I leave school.
She played that part, boy.
I mean, she should have got an Emmy Award. She should have got a, what's it called? A Oscar, bro. What? We get out of school. I'm walking to the rec. We walk to the rec. We get to the rec. My phone start ringing. It's my mom. I'm like, oh, she probably trying to, make sure I'm at the rec or, I'm out of school or something. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, mommy. She like, hey, Sydney. She was like, what you doing? I was like, oh, I just got to the rec. She was like, oh, okay. Did you follow a little girl home yesterday? I said, oh my gosh. What is you talking about? I said, ma'am. She said, did you follow a little girl home yesterday? I just got off the phone with your school. I was like this. Cause we were walking to the rec. I was like, I'm talking about we were walking to the rec and, what you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, she was just like, I'll see you when you get home. Hurry up.
Dang.
Bro, I went back to school the next day. Bro, I saw the counselor in the hallway, bro. I was like, bro, you a liar, bro. Like, you lie. But back to what I was saying, though. Yeah, I've never gotten in a fight, but that was, like, the closest thing I've gotten. Like, the closest situation to where, like, hands almost got thrown. But my hands wasn't going to get thrown, though. It was, like, my friend.
Yeah, I've never been in, like, a fight for like, yeah.
I've never been
I don't be in those type of situations.
At all. Like, I just don't. I'm not going to lie, though. Recently, like, I want to say, like, a year ago, I was itching for a fight.
Yeah, boy, back then, though, I'm telling you, I had to be protected because I used to love. I wanted to fight so bad. I used to be like
what?
this. I used to be like, boy, somebody say something. And you know what? Nothing would ever happen. So I was saying I was protected.
I'm talking about I was itching. Like I was like, I want somebody to accidentally bump me. Like I want somebody to just nudge me a little bit. Like, ooh, and I'm stealing off. Like I was I was itching. I had so much anger built up. Like I had so much anger built up. I had so much I was so anxious. I was so like I was hurt. I was mad. I had a lot of emotions built up. And I was like, I just wanted to let it off. Like I just wanted to
whammy.
I just wanted to go off of, and it was like, dang, you really didn't do nothing to me.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing too. When I find myself angry, a lot of times, I'll sit there and think, and I'll be like, what am I really angry? Sometimes,
yeah,
I'll be like, what am I really angry about? And sometimes when you act like you're telling a story to yourself, the story that you want to hear, you're like, so they did this, and I'm like, and then what'd you do? Sometimes I tell myself that. Sometimes I don't have control. But sometimes I'll tell myself and I'll be like, that's, because sometimes when you look back on you being angry, you be like, that was stupid. Like,
yeah, you do be.
It was really nothing. Exactly. It's nothing to me now.
Now.
Yeah.
Right
it's
now.
It's nothing to me.
It's like the person I really wanted to fight, honestly, was myself. But I couldn't fight I was already fighting myself mentally.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I wanted to let it off on somebody physically.
Yeah. Like when I'm angry, I want to turn whatever is messing with me into a person and just fight them, But you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I remember I was on the phone with my mom and she was telling me, this was when I was in college. She was like, Cindy, you got to learn how to process your emotions. Because I would not, I would bottle up so much stuff. I wasn't processing my emotions, so I had all of this anger and all of this hurt and all of this, just a whole bunch of stuff, confusion, everything built up inside. And I wanted to fight somebody. So, with that being said, you have to keep it a buck with yourself. You have to keep it a buck with people around you. And most importantly, you have to keep it a buck with God. Because He will remain the same. He will be consistent with you. Mm-hmm. He won't change up on you. No matter what you've done. No matter what you've done, no matter what you did, no matter what you're going to do. Yeah. He won't change.
And He knows it.
He knows it. You don't got to lie to Him.
Oh, man.
You don't got to front with Him. He is the one person you can keep it a buck and He will not change on you. We change on ourselves and we think that's Him changing on us. No, it's not. So, just keep it a buck with yourself, yo. Keep it a buck with God. Remain in Him. If you're not in Him right now, try your best to get to Him. Try your best to, access Him. He's so accessible. Yeah. It's not hard. All you have to do is just talk to Him. You just have to do it. You have to experience Him for yourself. Don't base God off of what someone told you. That is probably the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Even if it's good, even if it's bad, it's only effective. It'll only impact your life if you experience Him for yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Don't put Him in a box.
Don't put Him in a box. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This was the first episode of many, of plenty.
Uh-huh.
I had a beautiful co-host with me today. They helped me, man. I appreciate you.
Of course.
So much. I love you with all my heart.
Love you too.
We will be back. Y'all will definitely see him more on a lot of different episodes with different topics.
Yeah. Y'all keep keeping it in the buck.
Keep keeping it in the buck, man.
You know what I'm saying? Be real.
Be real, man.
And people say everybody real. Not everybody's real. Not everybody's real.
Not everybody's real, man. So be that 1% that keep it a buck. Be that 1% that keep it a buck. So I love y'all. Please tune in to the next episode. I will be dropping consistently. I'm gonna put it on my calendar every day. I'm putting in my brain every day, put in my spirit because I love to spread the goodness of God. I want everybody to be able to experience Him. And sometimes you just need a person to give their own experience for you to start yours.
Yeah.
So, get into God. I love y'all. He loves you better than me. So go talk to Him.
Yeah.
Tune in to me, though, because we keeping it a bug over here. I love y'all. You have a great day. And go tune in to the next episode.
We out.
We out. Ah!